Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video we're gonna be cooking. So I got a few of my friends and I to cook something from each meal of the day. So breakfast, lunch and dinner. These meals are just meals that are easy to cook, or like things that we like to cook in general for our family or just for ourselves. So if you want to follow along, we got the step by step. And this video is really long. So if you want to skip ahead to the meals that you want, they're gonna be right here or here. Depends on how I edit it, but I do hope you enjoy it, and let's go.
Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking Vids for Isolated Kids. I'm Izzy, and what better thing to do in isolation than to cook something? So today we're going to be cooking raspberry and banana crepes. So these are the ingredients you need, and I've attached a photo on the screen to show you what we need along with the recipe. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to add 1 cup of flour, and then 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Sift that together. And then after you've sifted that together, you're going to get your egg and crack it into the bowl and beat that together. Now, the mixture may look kind of thick, but don't worry, that's what it's meant to look like. And then next, what you're going to do is you're going to add the 1 cup of milk to your mixture and beat that really well, like that. Oops. And just beat that until smooth. You've got to be really strong with your beating because you want to make it really smooth, and we don't want to have any air bubbles in it. So this is what it looks like so far. You can see that on the camera. And then after you think it's really smooth, what you're going to do is you're going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Like that. And this will just give it some flavor to the recipe, just to give it a little bit more of that vanilla flavor. And after you've finished that, what you're going to do is you're going to pop your batter into the fridge like so. Okay, so now we're going to caramelize our bananas. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add some butter into the pan like this, and the butter's just going to melt. And next, what you're going to do is you're going to cut your banana in half. Like that. And you're going to place your bananas face down into the pan. Like that. Once they're in the pan, you're going to add a tablespoon of sugar and sprinkle it over the top. Like that. This will help them give that really yummy caramel flavour that really brings out the best parts to the recipe. Okay, so our bananas are sizzling away, and what you can do is you can also use brown sugar instead. If you don't have white sugar, which gives the bananas a little bit more of a caramel flavour to it, and you can also use maple syrup as well. So just move them around a bit, just to see that they're not sticking, because the last thing you want to do is have your bananas stuck to the pan. So in about 1 minute, we'll flip them over and we'll see what they look like. I've just taken out my batter from the fridge. It's been chilling for an hour, and now we're going to start to make our crepes. So we're really lucky because we have this really fancy gadget from Japan, and what it's used to do is it's used to control the amount of your crepes. But if you don't have that, you can always use a ladle, which looks like this, and you can just scoop and pour into the pan. So I'm going to fill this up right now. So you just want to pour all of your batter into there, like that. And then after you pour all that in, I'm just going to put the butter into the pan and swirl around. Just to make sure the whole pan is covered in butter. Like that. So now I'm going to put my mixture into the pan. So just about that much. And then what you're going to do is you're going to move it around the pan like so. And the secret to a really good crepe is to make it as thin as possible. So we've been cooking our crepe for a few minutes, and we can see that it's coming off the pan and there's a few bubbles that have burst, so we know that it's time to flip. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our spatula underneath and we're going to flip it like that. So you can see there's a golden colour over top of the crepe, which means that it's really well done. That's what you want to see. So yeah. So now our crepe is finished. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off the pan and I'm going to put it on the plate. And I'm going to make 3 more, so stay tuned and I'll be back to show you how to put it all together. So I've cooked all of my 3 crepes over here, and now it's time to start putting it together. So think about the toppings that you want to put on your crepes. We have cream, caramel sauce, maple syrup, and some pre-made raspberry sauce that we made earlier. We have our raspberries here and our caramelized banana. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to whip the cream. So I'm just going to take half a cup of cream and pop that into a bowl. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to whisk that up. So get your whisker. So now I'm going to put the cream into the crepes. So you're just going to take a little bit of cream, open it up to halfway, and then you're just going to pop the cream in there like so. And you can go all the way into the middle of the crepes if you really love cream, but just fill it in like that. This just adds a little bit of depth, and it also adds that really nice creamy flavour to your crepes. Here we go. Next I'm going to add the berries. So you can just sprinkle them inside like that, inside the pockets first. Just putting them randomly around your crepes, and then just some around the sides and on top, like so. There we go. And then you're just going to add your caramelized bananas on top like that. Like that. You can place them any way you want, it doesn't matter. Just like that. And then once that's done, you're going to add your sauces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the raspberry sauce first, and I'm just going to pour that just a little bit to the side like that. And then just to the other side, like that. You don't want to pour too much. You just want to give it just that little bit of colour to your dish, which makes it look really nice. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add drizzles of maple syrup over the top like that. And there you have it. Raspberry and banana crepes. some lunch. So off to Jess for some lunch.
Hey guys, my name's Jessica, and today for our video for cooking videos for isolated kids, I'm in charge of lunch, and I've decided that we're gonna be making spaghetti for lunch, so yay! Just wanted to make a quick reminder that it's really important for you to wash your hands before you start cooking, especially in this time when, you know, there's an epidemic, so it's extremely important. Please remember. So the ingredients that we'll be preparing for this is 1 large carrot, 1 large onion, a cup of frozen peas, and 200 to 300 grams of mince, and of course you can't forget your spaghetti. And you can use basically any other type of pasta that you'd like. And also for the vegetables, you can add any other veggies that you like, as long as, you know, it's healthy and you enjoy it. So for our ingredients for our spaghetti sauce, we have chopped carrots, diced onions, defrosted peas, defrosted mince, and then we have olive oil. We have pre-made spaghetti sauce. We have sugar and we have salt. And the spices here are optional, so we have ground coriander and we have ground turmeric. So you grab a big saucepan for the sauce, and you have to oil the base of the pan. So in goes the carrots, and then you pop the lid on top just so that they'll cook a bit faster. Make sure to keep an eye on it and just stir in between. So now you just need to cook your carrots for around 1 or 2 minutes on medium heat. Now we can add the mince. And we just give it a stir. And now you just keep stirring until it looks like this, where most of the beef is golden brown. And then when that's done, you add the onions and stir until it looks like this. If you're worried about how some parts of the mince is still red, don't worry, because it will cook as you keep adding more ingredients and as you add the sauce. So after around maybe 1 or 2 minutes, you can then add the peas. The peas are now going in. Now we put the lid on and we just let it cook for around 1 to 2 minutes, and then we season with our salt, sugar, ground coriander, and ground turmeric. And you can really just season to what you like. So just make sure to keep tasting the sauce or just the ingredients that are cooking, just to see if it's too salty or if it's too sweet. Time to add the salt. You can put your saucepan on low heat now because it just needs to simmer a little and just slowly cook. Now you can add the sugar. I like to put around 2.5 teaspoons. You need 1/2 teaspoon of ground coriander and ground turmeric. This, and now you stir. Now I'm going to add the sauce. And now you stir. And you're done. There's your sauce. And now moving on, we are going to make the pasta. So to cook the spaghetti, you need around 1.6 liters of boiling water. You need a packet of spaghetti, you need oil, and you need salt. Now that the water is boiling, you can add some oil. And now you can add your pasta. So I've added 3/4 of that packet, and now you just wait for it to soften so you can move it all into the water. And then after that you'll be adding your salt. And then you just let it boil and just make sure that it doesn't boil over, so you have to keep watch. I will add my salt. And I've popped the lid on so you can just let it cook now. Be sure to check on it from time to time so it doesn't overboil like so. And make sure to just stir. Just stir it a little so that the pasta doesn't get stuck at the bottom of your pot. Now we want to cook our spaghetti to al dente. So to check that, what you do is you grab a piece of spaghetti. Oh god, a piece. I want one piece. And you throw it against the back of your kitchen wall. And if it sticks, then it's cooked. It's stuck. We cooked our spaghetti successfully. So the spaghetti needs to cook for around 12 to 15 minutes, but you can just keep tasting it, to be honest, if you like, just to see what kind of texture spaghetti you like. So if you like more chewy or if you like it softer, so it's really up to you. But for our spaghetti today, I'll be cooking it al dente. Now we need to drain it and run it under cold water. Now that the spaghetti has been drained and rinsed under cold water, this is our final product. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the spaghetti. Now it's on to Chef Leek for dinner.
Thanks, Jess. So I'm gonna be cooking dinner, and I don't actually follow a recipe. I just mix stuff with whatever. So tonight's dinner, I'm gonna be cooking with beef. So I defrosted a couple beef topside steaks from 2 hours ago, and we're gonna be chopping those up. So we're gonna be dicing these steaks up because makes it quicker to cook and it'll be cooked more evenly, and yeah, so I can share with my family and stuff. So just move this out the way. Grab yourself a bowl where you can put the meat in, and yeah. Don't forget to wash your hands. Make sure they're sliced evenly as possible, so it's like evenly cooked around. So keep that in mind when you're chopping. Now that's chopped up, we're gonna go wash our chopping board so that we can use it again when we're chopping the vegetables. Now that we've washed the chopping board, we're gonna start marinating the beef. So what I got is some oyster sauce, good old garlic, pepper, oh wait no, normal pepper, and salt. So just salt it up first. Don't be scared to put a lot of salt. Then chuck on your pepper. Now we're gonna take the oyster sauce and just gonna dump a lot of it on there. And now make sure you wash your hand beforehand and then mix it together. If you don't want to use your hands, you can just use a spoon or a fork to like mix it around, but I think when you use your hands, you get through every single part of the meat, so it's fully marinated, you know what I mean? Once you've fully covered it, you're gonna put something to cover the bowl and let it sit there for 10 minutes so it really soaks in. And while that's happening, we're gonna be chopping up our veggies. Be right back. So put that to the side, let it rest, and marinate and get all the good stuff in. Now we're gonna be chopping up veg. I got a Systema lunchbox thing to put all the carrots in. Set that to the side. Found myself a plate. So now we're gonna chop up the spinach. So that's all packed up. Now I got myself a pan. I got the olive oil out. Not olive oil, canola oil out. And then something to stir it with. So turn on the heat to full. Let the pan just heat up. So first thing we're gonna be cooking are the carrots because they're pretty hard, so you want them to soften up, so that's the first thing you want to put in first. Yeah. So if you're unsure if the pan is hot yet, or like confident, I think one way to test it is to just douse your hand in water, like run your hand in water and then just sprinkle it. Not too much, but like, and if it does that, and you see little beads floating around, that means it's hot enough. So, I'm gonna add our oil. Once you see the smoke coming up and like bubbles showing, that means it's good enough. And you just dump the carrots in there. Ah, that hurts. Grab some salt, sprinkle it on there. So when most of the steak is brown, you're gonna go grab a lid, put it on top, let it sit for a while, and turn it down a little to like 7 or 6. And you just let it sit. Before we add the spinach, we're gonna add some soy sauce. We want to make a stew, not a soup, so we're gonna try and limit as much water as possible. It's gonna make it sticky. So for that, we need more oyster sauce. If that's still not thick enough to your liking, you can always add flour in it to make it really thick, like gravy. So to me, it's still kind of soupy, so I might add a little bit of flour. So I got some flour. Unfortunately, it's not normal flour, it's coconut flour, so I don't know if it's gonna taste good. I like the sauce thick, so I'm gonna risk it. Just grab a tablespoon. Sprinkle a little on. Just mix. So already the sauce has thickened up to the consistency that I like, so it did its job. I'm gonna give you guys a look at what it looks like right now. Vlogger style. So we so sticky, or like thick, not sticky, it's thick now, kind of like soupy stuff than it was before. So the flour, coconut flour did its thing. Hopefully it tastes good though, because it's a whole meal gone, but we'll find out later. So I think it's done. I'm just gonna turn it all the way down and let the residual heat do the rest. So I ran out of storage and it did cut off short, but here's a photo of the final product. My family did enjoy the meal despite me putting coconut flour in it. Off to Chef Leon with a midnight snack.
Got some creamy rice. It's a dessert. Gonna be tastier soon as, because I can't cook. I think I could give that like a 4 out of 10, maybe. You know, it's like, it's good in protein, got a lot of protein, not much fat, it's a good dessert if you want to stay fit, but it's just not that tasty.